Whoa, that's a bruised up baby.
We went and we saw the Ukrainian people waving flags, bonding with each other, helping themselves feel like they're a part of their community and that Americans welcome them into our community.
Well, we got the Coolpix A100, so not good quality, but the audio is going to be phenomenal. I don't know what's going on. Let's go read the signs. Whoa, that's a bruised up baby. That's another bruised up baby. I guess we'll go walk down the line and figure out what's going on. Is it just to help Ukraine, or is it like anything?
It's kind of more in support, right? It's to draw people's focus towards Ukraine. Moral and financial support's just getting drawn back. I know we had Mercs and we had a couple other non-affiliates over there, but yeah, we haven't physically put boots on the ground.
I think that the drip of material support from the former administration, from President Biden, was honestly has led to more lives being lost in this war. I'd rather maximize our allies' chances at remaining alive and being able to put Russians back in the ground or send them back the way they came.
How do you feel about life right now?
I would say the recent stuff coming out of the White House is a shame. I think it was one of the first times in my life that I was ashamed of my country for just in terms of foreign policy, and feeling like the bad guys in history.
What do you think of society right now? You think we could do better?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, isn't that the goal of all society, is to advance towards something better?
Героям слава!
But yeah, it's to move forward and to progress towards something better.
Do you guys want to talk on YouTube?
But I can be, yeah.
Do you want to do it?
Because they come in.
She's Ukrainian.
I'm Ukrainian.
All right.
From what do you represent?
This is just YouTube.
This YouTube? Yes.
We just want to hear your opinions.
Yeah, we are Kenyans. We support our country because we are Ukrainian. We support our president and country, everything what he's doing. Because now is war. This war is very terrible. Many people was killed. I have, my poster is like children hospital was destroyed totally.
That's awful.
And war is bad. We should reach peace, but we are fighting for Ukrainian sovereignty.
How you feeling?
I don't know. It's hard to express. It's disgust, rage, disappointment, sadness.
Disappointment in what?
In everything that's going on right now. I knew that the government that is here right now in this country. Even in 2016, I knew that those guys, they're not gonna help Ukraine if they come to power. So nobody believed me then. No, everybody said, well, you are exaggerating. You are just, I don't want to say I told you so, but I told you so.
Do you want the U.S. to participate in the war?
Nobody ever asked U.S. to participate in the war. Nobody asked U.S. to put boots on the ground. Make it clear. We just wanted support. We wanted the equipment. We wanted all kinds of support. We wanted support, like political support, moral support. But we never asked for America to come and fight for us, because we can fight on our own. We just need equipment. Nobody's trying to drag the whole world into this.
Hi guys.
What is it? Since North Korea joining the war, what else? What do you want America to do? Like, what's your opinion?
All America needs to do is the correct, decent thing. We don't have to do anything extraordinary. This isn't about invading or setting up a military occupation or even doing anything more than what we're doing. in times of indecent action, decency should be the only action. Author Kurt Vonnegut. And he said that the world is basically a chaotic place full of indecent activities by humans who are not thinking about the future. So all a person who wants to follow a good life needs to do is just be a decent person. Really, we should be invested in this as if it was a war in America, on Americans, because it is.
But wouldn't that, would...
In the early 1940s, during the early days before the United States entered World War II, we supported our European allies, and we actually supported Russia at that time, and we supported China at that time, because all of those countries were fighting the fascists. This is really a global war against fascism that we're engaged in now. So it's a repeat of what happened in the early 1940s. And if the Americans don't get involved at this point with non-direct military action, but to help the people who are fighting fascism, it's going to come to us. It's only a question of how fast it will come. During the 1940s, that program was called Lend-Lease. In other words, we did not just give unlimited support. We posted as we're lending it to you for our benefit, or we are leasing it to you for our benefit.
Do you think that that would be something that Trump would be willing to do for Ukraine, of giving them like, here's this, but like when you win, you have to pay us back? Or do you think he's just going to fully pull out of Ukraine?
Yeah, no, Trump is shafting all decent people in every way possible.
What is your name, sir?
Bill Drummond. I'm a Kansas Citian. For 5 years as a young man, as a teenager, I lived in Spain, which at that time was a fascist dictatorship under Francisco Franco. And I can tell you, we do not want a dictatorship here. We do not want authoritarianism. We do not want anything even similar to that. It will ruin what we think of as the American way of life. So I'm promoting decency, anti-fascism, and peaceful direct action, like what we're doing today.
There's the news. It's doing news things. We're by the news.
It's KVC News.
What news are you doing? What news are you doing, news guy? There's a lot of honking going on. It's a lot of standing around and just holding a flag. I understand the idea and the symbolism, but it feels like a whole lot of boring. There needs to be like at least some chili, some like food stands going around. Maybe like a donations bin of like, here's to the nonprofit.
I know like Ukrainians are coming here to America and they are struggling and like maybe having some like resources or some people here to help them like find resources.
Is standing around doing nothing gonna help, or should we have like the donation bins out and like selling bake sale stuff to help raise money for Ukraine? I don't know, real soccer mom go get 'em style.
This isn't everything.
Parent committee.
They are getting a pretty good morale boost out of this, I suppose.
Yeah, but like, is it more like selfish morale boost, or like like cool, the Joe Smo on the ground in the Ukrainian army, I don't think is really giving a shit that a bunch of Americans over here are just holding our hands going, go Ukraine. I think it's like, hey, buy me ammo.
Part of what they need is to join together like this, but the other part of what they need, I hope they're thinking about as well.
Yeah, to me it just feels like, please stop holding hands and buy me ammo. Like, that's exactly what I guarantee some of those soldiers down there are thinking when they see stuff like this, the news, and they're like, we just help Ukraine while this. They're like, okay, Kelly, write me a check for $500, give me 3 clips of ammo. I really want to ask the news guys news questions. Hey, news guy. Hey, news guy. News guy, you want to ask news questions? News guy. Guy with camera. Okay, no, just ignore me as if I don't exist. Nah, I was gonna say, you want to ask? Can we ask you news questions?
Absolutely.
News guy, what are you doing out here?
Covering this story as a story for the news today, 5 o'clock and 10 o'clock.
What's the new? Like, what is the news that you're getting here that you're newsing?
I don't know. I have to put that together when I get back. That's the difficult part, is trying to figure out what I want to put in the story and what.
No, I mean, like, what were you told to like come down here and do? Like, go do this today. Yeah.
I don't have a story. Just come out and find a story, talk to the people that are at this rally, and get their feelings on it.
What's the first thing you did when you woke up this morning? Make coffee or put on socks?
Put my dog outside.
Put your dog outside?
Yeah,
What's that
absolutely.
like?
After that, I took him for a walk, took a shower, and got ready for work.
Why are you telling me about your morning? Get back to work. What are you doing?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Goodbye, news guy.
And then we went to Vineyard Vines and we were like, wow, this is ridiculous. This is a wonderful example of taking advantage of the lack of brain cells of people and also capitalism.
Yeah, it was like $200 for a sweatshirt.
If we washed it twice, we have to get a new one. We walked by the river.
By the river.
We got bored of walking by the river.
Bored walking by the river.
Then we walked up a hill.
Up the hill.
And then we stood on the sidewalk and we had a passionate embrace.
Embracing.
Embrace?
Passion embrace.
And then we were like, okay, now we're hungry.
We came to Panera Bread.
Panera Bread.
This is a panorama wide pie.
This is why pig, right?
I thought that was an E. Well, okay, wide pick would make more sense.
Wide pie?
the panorama wide pie. I thought it was an E. Looking through this thing is definitely interesting. See if I can get it. But yeah, that's my field of view. Also, in order to get this thing to like properly, like, I just winded it up. It won't shoot. I have to, and then do this one more notch, and then it's put into place. I don't know if it's because I dropped it and it broke a little bit. It's probably that one, but I have to like. Well, I just wasted that.